Hi, this is Brett Putnam with the Pelican School of American English and Culture. And this is the third video in a series of videos about colloquial expressions. 10 colloquial expressions from the Pelican School of American English and Culture. A colloquial expression is an everyday phrase that people use to describe situations or things in a colorful way. And here's our 10 colloquial expressions. 1, you've got to pull yourself together. 2, she's the salt of the earth. 3, hindsight is 20/20. 4, it's not good to cut corners. 5, beyond the pale. 6, that dog won't hunt. 7, I got it done right at the buzzer. 8, the cream of the crop. 9, get the lead out. And 10, to be in the doghouse. So let's start with you've got to pull yourself together. So if someone tells you that you've got to pull yourself together, it means that you need to act more responsibly. You need to do better in your life. Don't be a mess. Don't be a personal mess. Pull yourself together. Or sometimes we say, get your act together. So you've got to pull yourself together. The next one is the salt of the earth. If you call someone the salt of the earth, you're saying that they're a very likable, good, and reliable person. Also, a person without pretensions. The salt of the earth, a good person. She's the salt of the earth, or he's the salt of the earth. Next expression, it's not good to cut corners. So cutting corners is taking the easy way out. So if you tell someone to not cut corners, it means complete the task with a full effort. Don't do half measures. Don't take the easy way out. Don't cut corners. And our next expression is hindsight is 20/20. And when we look back in retrospect, we always know what the right thing was that we should have done, right? So if someone's saying, oh, I've made a huge mistake, I really should have done this thing differently. Well, you can tell them hindsight is 20/20. It's easy to know the right thing to do in retrospect. It's much more difficult to make hard choices in the moment. So don't live in regret. Hindsight is always 20/20. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So this means that the offspring of a couple are very much like that couple themselves. The son is very much like the father. The daughter is very much like the mother. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if you have a father who's a fine artist, it's quite possible that you will become a fine artist. Or if your mother is a scientist, then you may quite likely become a scientist yourself. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. To lay out a spread. To lay out a spread means to prepare and host a lavish meal. To cook and serve an abundant lunch or dinner. That's to lay out a spread. The cream of the crop. The cream of the crop is the best of things. So we might have the cream of the crop of the graduates in the engineering school for 2022. And that will be the very best engineering students that come out of the university this year. That's the cream of the crop. Or the cream of the crop of violin players, the very best violin players. That's the cream of the crop, the best of things. I got it done right at the buzzer. So when you get something done right at the buzzer, you finish that task just before the deadline. You complete something at the last minute. And this colloquial expression comes from the game of basketball. And the basketball game ends with a buzzer, and sometimes someone will sink a basket, will score a basket right at the end, right at the buzzer, and the team will win at the buzzer. So you can say, if you're getting something done right on deadline, you got it done right at the buzzer. You completed something at the last minute. Get the lead out. Get the lead out means to hurry up or to get going or to go faster. So if your friend's not doing something quite as quickly as you'd like them to, you can tell them to get the lead out. To be in the doghouse. So if you're in the doghouse, it's quite likely that you've done something wrong. You're in trouble because you've done something wrong. And it's usually in the domestic situation. So with your husband or your wife or your mom and dad, you've done something wrong and you are in the doghouse. And you won't get out of the doghouse until you start to behave better. So to be in the doghouse is when you're in trouble because you did something wrong. And those are 10 colloquial expressions from the Pelican School of American English and Culture. Check out our website at thepelicanschool.com for more information about our curriculum, which is aimed specifically at the advanced learner of the English language, the Pelican School of American English and Culture.